Are you attached? Are you suffering? Are you feel like everything is happening because it's just happening instead of you actually controlling life? Well, it's time to let go, surrender, and repeat. Accept the fact that the ego has been ruling your life, and it's time to say yes to the higher self and say no to that ego or the lower self. Everything is perfect. You have the power to go beyond all of those limitations. As soon as you accept the fact that you are not this body, you are not your thoughts, you are so much more than this, you are so much more than what you think you are. Now, attachment is conditional love. It's a programmed version of what we think love is. Now, going beyond that, you have to understand that unconditional love is not what you think it is. It is something that I would call the fifth dimension. Now, the fifth dimension is already here on planet Earth, and people are aspiring right now to that level of consciousness. If you look at energy, if you look at the emotional chart, you have to get past neutrality, get past all of these points where you get beyond those lower vibrations. Lust, jealousy, fear. These are lower energies. Now, just because I say lower and higher doesn't mean one is bad or good. We have to get beyond duality, get beyond that programmed version of what we think life is all about. As soon as you give in to that thought and accept that thought, it becomes your attachment. That attachment creates reality. It projects an image out that what we would call reality. All you have to do, again, is let go, surrender, and repeat. Let the universe come into your life. Let the magic come back into your life. Quit trying to control everything. When you control and obsess about every little thing in your life and you want that beautiful new car or that soulmate or that thing that you're manifesting and you're just trying and putting all this effort into it and doing the 3-6-9 method and scripting and writing all of this down, this is still the ego winning the game. The true way to manifest, the true way to get what you want in life is to let go, surrender, and repeat. Why? Because you're not really doing it. You, the ego, need to get out of the way and let the higher self take over. When you truly let go, you're telling the universe, hey, I'm ready for the next level. When you fully surrender, you're saying, you know what? I need to get out of the way because I'm not really doing the right thing in this moment. I need to do something greater, more expansive, and bring more energy to it. So you, the lower self, can't do that. It's not possible. You need to go beyond yourself. Tap into the most higher consciousness that there is right now. It's available. It's here 24/7. The question is, how are you doing it? How are you tapping into that higher consciousness? How are you tapping into the thing that's beyond yourself? I would call that meditation. This is the exact tool in order for you to get to that point and actually anchor in the fifth dimension, anchor in this higher consciousness, and use that as your vehicle through life. Now, this comes from the heart. This comes when you fully awaken this Kundalini energy, open your heart chakra to the point where this becomes your motor in life, not the mind. The mind is going to project you into the future and create all of that anxiety and frustration, or it's going to project you into the past and get you into the worries and the guilt that said, oh, why didn't I do this or why didn't I do that? All those what if scenarios, you'll notice, are never as good or as strong as what you're living in that powerful moment in the now. The now is where the magic is. The magic is where everything matters. As soon as you get into that future reality, you've lost the magic. As soon as you project yourself into the past, you've lost the magic. So remember, this is a daily practice. Nobody's perfect. The fact that you have a human body says you're not perfect. It says that you have human work to do. I would call that karma. You have very specific things that you need to do right here on this planet with your beautiful physical body in order to do it. You need it. You need that ego. So come back to the balance that says, hey, you know what? I'm going to use this body. I'm going to use this vehicle to project myself into the most highest infinite potential. Not something that's going to be logical and that makes the most sense because you're avoiding the fear or you're avoiding that negative thing in your life. Remember, the only way out is through. You have to go through those uncomfortable moments. You have to go through that pain, through that suffering. This is the grace. This is the thing that is allowing you to upgrade your energy. If you didn't go through all those pain, if you didn't go through all of that fear, then you would be in that stagnant form of energy. You would be not growing, and you would be so frustrated, so irritable, and so just upset all the time because you're basically not growing and you're not living life. You're looking at it from the sidelines like you're at the football game and everybody's playing and you're just cheering on your favorite player instead of you being the one to go to the touchdown. Instead of you being the one to go score the goal and kick it through that field goal and go, yeah, I did that. Not watching somebody else. That's what this comes down to. You are the player. Get out of the sidelines. Recognize that everything is perfect. You have the ability to do this. I know the mind is going to complicate it, and I know your mind wants to project you into all of these alternate realities and these what-if scenarios that are only going to lead you to more frustration, more guilt, and more anxiety because it's getting you out of the now. It's taking your consciousness away from the present moment. Anything that is outside of this present moment is only going to lead to more suffering. So take a step back, remember, let go, surrender, and repeat. This is the mantra. This is the exact technique to allow yourself to tap into the most highest high and say, you know what? I'm here for higher consciousness. I'm here for the next level. I am ready, universe. Show me what you got. Because it's not going to happen from you. The ego, the lower self, this is not going to happen from you being projected into the ego and trying to control everything all the time. This is going to happen when you fully surrender and allow that magic to come into your life so you can use this to project yourself into the now. That's the sweet spot. That's when you know everything is just flowing instead of you trying to paddle upstream all the time. It's exhausting, isn't it? When you fully hit that wall of understanding that you actually are not in control at all, you, the ego, are just playing along, and I have the ultimate proof for you right now. Try to stop digesting your food. You probably just had a meal not too long ago. Try to stop digesting that food right now. Or how about this? Try to stop blinking, right? Try to do anything that is always beyond you. You're not the one controlling your breath. You're not the one controlling your eyes blinking. You're not even controlling your own digestion. What are you controlling, right? Nothing. When you fully understand this, then it becomes so easy to let go. And you'll want to let go because you know that's what's getting you in line with the most highest potential instead of you getting stuck in the ego. The ego will get you somewhere. It might create some temporary happiness. However, it's not sustainable. It's not something that will create fulfilling things to the soul. You're always going to please the surface, which is the senses. And it's nice to enjoy some pizza and have some conversations, go out to eat, all of that stuff is great. I'm not judging it. What I'm saying is there is so much more to life. You're just wasting it, honestly. Now, if you're here and you truly want to wake up and you truly want to get to the next level, the only thing that is stopping you is your ability to let go, surrender, and repeat. Now, if you do this as an action, not just something that is just words, then you understand exactly what I'm talking about. You've already tapped into the higher consciousness because you know all you have to do is get yourself, the ego, out of the way and open up to this magic. Breathe it in. Take a moment here. Look at all this beautiful nature around me. Put yourself in a place where you can thrive. We've built these cities, we've built all of these constructs that are taking the magic away from human existence. Right now in 2020, especially leading up into the future, we have this conditioning that says that the city is the place where all the abundance is. No. Abundance is right below your feet, away from the pavement, away from the cities and the crazy constructs that we've created in order to get ourselves into a place that makes sense, right? The only thing that makes sense to me is Mother Nature. Gaia, Pachamama, whatever word you want to use for that. This is the real energy source. How are you tapping into it? How are you tapping into that higher consciousness? It's not happening through a city. It's not happening through anything man-made. So go beyond those man-made constructs. Go beyond those limitations that were put in front of you. This is your task. Right now, having this human birth, you have to go beyond those things that created the prediction, right? There was a prediction a long, long time ago that said, you know what? Man is going to do all of these amazing things. We are in the technological age, the age of electricity, the age of inventions. And all of this is wonderful. However, it has gotten off track. It has put us in a place where we now depend on technology more than we do nature. We need to go and circle back to those things that matter most. Take a step back, reel it in here. Take a breath. Enjoy the space that you've created right now. Remember, it's all perfect. When you tap into this higher consciousness, when you fully let go, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Shout out to the Inner Circle members. Shout out to everybody on the Patreon. I love each and every one of you. I seriously would not be here without you. You continue to support this channel. You continue to support this higher consciousness. All of this is you. Welcome to the heart. Welcome to the Great Awakening. If you would like to join the High Vibe Tribe, the link is in the description of this video. We would love to have you join other people on the spiritual path. Get away from the censorship. I have created a way where you can talk to me 24/7 through the Signal app. This is an encrypted server where you can get beyond the censorship and we can talk about everything that's going on right now. I love you. It's all love. Until next time, guys, I'm out. Infinite love, infinite peace.